Now, here's a disclaimer. This might get into a little bit of a rant because I don't know anybody who hasn't been in an accident. And particularly with everything going on around Orlando, there are even more. And usually it's just a little bump. It's an annoying fender bender, or you really get T-boned. And of course, you're getting out of this with a whiplash injury of some kind. Usually, your body should be taking care of it itself. Usually, you don't need to get a ton of treatments. The problem is that we've had so many decades where the personal injury attorneys and the chiropractors have been working together on getting the maximum out of your insurance in order to take care of these injuries. That you have the perspective out there that you have to get treatments 3 times every week, and otherwise you have no chance to get better ever. This might not be true because in most cases, your body is going to heal. Within 6 to 8 weeks after an injury, you're going to be fine. It's what your body does. It's the same way that if you stumble on the sidewalk and you're a little sprained and your leg is hurting and you're limping for a while, you usually don't run to your attorney and the chiropractor because of that. But it's these whiplash injuries that it's this typical pattern that everybody feels like they have to get it treated because they're so scared of having something wrong with their spine. And guess what? The more you're scared, the more likely it becomes a chronic problem. That's one of the things that we've learned in pain research in the last 10 years is that really the more you make this into a big medical issue and the likelihood of chronic pain, the more you have the likelihood of chronic pain. So if you run into an accident, you can go to your chiropractor the next day or the day off. That might be a good idea. Get an adjustment right away. Make sure you loosen all that up so that you don't even get into all the tension. But don't let them sell you this big treatment plan just because you have this $10,000 pot of personal injury money sitting there. You're not going to see the money anyway. It's going into the attorneys and the chiropractor's pocket. And I think you should not support this type of market. It's artificial, it usually is not useful, and it even distracts from the care that could truly help the people who really have a problem. Because those are going to be pushed into the same pattern. And I've seen too many of my friends going to treatments 3 times a week, spending a lot of their private time and the copay that isn't taken care of right away. And they keep going and keep going and keep going, and they're expecting it to get better, and it doesn't. And then they're talking to me at the point where usually they're already exhausted. And sometimes they have that attorney telling them, no, you have to keep going, you have to keep going, you can't do anything else. Otherwise, we're never going to settle this case. So check in with your body and see what really helps you. Be a little bit suspicious. If a treatment is the right thing, you're going to feel it right away. You should feel better right after that treatment. If you don't get that sense, it's not going to get better with 3 times a week either. And all the better that happens over a stretch of several weeks is sometimes not because of the treatments. Sometimes it's in spite of the treatments because your body is fixing itself. That's what it does. That's what always happens. So it doesn't matter whether you're going for acupuncture or whether you're going for really good body work or whether you're getting injections at the orthopedic surgeon's office or whether you're getting chiropractic care. You should feel better. If you don't clearly make a connection between the treatment you got and the effect you feel right after, it might not be the right treatment. And either you need something else or you don't need anything at all. Just let your body fix itself. Soft tissue injuries heal within 6 to 8 weeks. That's what they do. Anything else could just be an artificial market that was created because the auto insurance pays for it.